Two-time national champion Heisman Trophy winner, our friend Tim Tebow with us now. Tim, always good to see you. Happiest of New Year's. And obviously, I want to ask you about Monday night, the big national championship game down in Miami. I know you're going to be there. But first, I want to ask you this. It is playoff weekend. We're very excited about that as well. What's one of your favorite playoff memories?
I'll tell you, I have a lot of great memories from this weekend a few years ago, and I'm not sure if Stephen A. Smith will be smiling as much as me with watching, some of the highlights from years past about it, but I remember that everything was on the line, and it was so much fun, and the wild card weekend, it's just one of the craziest weekends in sports,
Tim.
and hey, Stephen A., you can smile. It's okay. It was a long time ago, man. We can still celebrate it, but you don't have to frown. It's all right. It was a while ago. But I'll tell you what, I remember when I saw both those safeties came up.
Who did that come against?
I was thinking.
Who did that come against, Tim? I forgot. What team did that come against?
I think it was the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Stephen A.,
we're Steelers, Stephen A.
Stephen A., we're friends now, man. It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Listen. I'll never forget. That's one of the most grating experiences of my professional career. I literally collapsed on a living room floor, and I laid there face down for almost 2 hours. I did not want to move. I did not want to come to work the next day. First of all, to lose to this guy, a pass to end of that third and 8 at the end of an 80-yard touchdown pass to Demarius Thomas. I still have not forgiven Ike Taylor for that. I've held it against Ike Taylor all of these years. I know I have to let it go. I know I have to let it go.
What do you mean
I have
lose
to be a kind
this guy?
man. I get it, but I have never.
That's
I'm like,
pretty bad.
listen, because I swore he was gonna lose. I swore he was gonna. I was like, there's no way in hell Tim
Don't ever
Tebow
count out
is
Tim
beating
Tebow.
my Steelers. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I love that it's
He's
9
my
years
friend.
later and he's
my
still
friend.
taking shots. Lose to this guy.
Listen. He's my friend.
Yeah, come on.
He's my friend. I love Tim Tebow. So I will say this, because I love Tim Tebow so much, and it was a long time ago. I'm going to try to let it go. Maybe sometime in the near future, I'll finally be able to let it go with Ike Taylor. I'll finally be able to forgive him. I've had no desire to ever see the man or talk to the man in life, Ike Taylor, because of that one play. I haven't.
Well, you
Lose
need
to
to
this
just
guy.
give Demarius Thomas a lot of credit. It's not just on Ike Taylor. Demarius made a heck of a play. That's an amazing play.
But
by
damn it,
DT.
Ike Taylor's job. It was Ike Taylor's job to stop that play. It was his job to stop it from being a great play by Demarius Thomas. Okay.
My goodness. All right. Well,
Don't get
this
me
guy
started.
won 2 national championships,
Tim.
played 2
That's a low
professional
thing to
sports,
do. Low,
Heisman
Tim.
Trophy winner, handsome, motivator of men, total package, Tim Tebow. And now you're an analyst with college football, so let's go there now. Okay, Monday night down there in Miami, which players do you think are going to have the biggest impact? Because there's a lot of household names.
Listen, I think it's Justin Fields, either good or bad. I think Justin Fields is going to have the most on him. I think he's going to be asked to have another amazing game from the pocket, but then I also think that he has to have an amazing game with his legs and his athletic ability. I think what we also need to remember about Justin Fields is he's not only a great quarterback, he's one of the most elite athletes on the field, period, out of all positions. He's a 4.4 runner. He's a 500-pound squatter. He's a great athlete, and I hope that he's healthy, because I think that is a key for this game for Ohio State, for them to be in it, is he has to use his arms like he did, but he also has to use his legs because of the way Alabama's defense is going to play him.
Let me tell you something, man, okay? That last part you brought up is where the problem begins. That shot he took from Skelsky, okay? That, by the way, I didn't think the man needed to be ejected for the second consecutive year from the. I mean, what the hell is he supposed to do? His arms were out. I mean, what is he supposed to do? Be like the Men in Black movie where your head shrinks into your body so you don't lead with your head or something? His arms were out, for crying out loud. How are you going to eject him from that game? The college football sometimes gets on my last nerves with that nonsense. But I'll tell you this: Justin Fields' ribs were pretty hurt. Now, the man can throw. He's athletic. We get all of that. But you know where I'm going, Tim. Who's he going against? Alabama. Alabama. Guess what? I don't care what he does. It doesn't matter. He's going down, okay? The Crimson Tide, Nick Saban and the crew, Mac Jones, who's going to be a first-round pick. I hope he falls to the Steelers, by the way. I hope the Steelers grab him. He last lady gets picked up by the Steelers because we know Ben Roethlisberger's on his last leg. Najee Harris running the football. Devontae Smith catching the football. Let me tell you something. Ohio State is big time. I have mad respect for them, but Justin Fields is not 100%, and those dudes are Alabama. All day, every day, wins the national championship Monday night. That's right, I said it.
Stephen A., for all those reasons you just said, that's why I'm saying that Justin Fields has to have a huge game on Monday night, is because I do think Alabama is the better overall team. And with Devontae Smith, maybe they'll get Jalen Waddle back. Mac Jones is the most efficient, is the highest QBR in the history of the metric. This offense is the most efficient offense in history, right? Because of all that, I think you have to have an amazing game by Justin Fields to keep this thing close going back and forth.
I want to ask you about a quarterback who won't be playing. Tim, Trevor Lawrence, who is, as a best prospect, doesn't always make the best pro, like often to Andrew Luck. But since Luck, Trevor Lawrence seems to be the most complete package. Size, speed, arm strength, accuracy, experience, championship, like the whole package. When you look at recent number one overall picks at the quarterback position, like, a couple of Big 12 guys, Baker Mayfield and Kyler Murray, how does he stack up to those guys, do you think?
I think that Trevor has everything that you want. You just named a lot of the attributes you would want in a first pick in the draft quarterback. I think he has all of them. The other things I would add is I think that he has a lot of moxie off of the field and the way he carries himself. I think he'll be able to lead an organization. I think he has all those things. I think if you're grading him, he probably grades a little bit higher than some of the other guys. But I totally agree with you, Max. It doesn't mean that you're going to be the best quarterback. I still think that it's important what team he goes to. Is it a good fit for him? Are they going to play to his strengths? Listen, I think Tebow did an amazing job of coaching this kid, and he's been put in a great system. And I think that he should be the number one pick. But I also think it matters. The team needs to be able to protect him, to take care of him, to put playmakers around him, because it doesn't matter how good you are at quarterback. If you don't have a supporting staff around you, then you're not going to be successful. I think Trevor brings everything to the table,
real quick,
but I still think
do you think how would you compare him to Joe Burrow? I know Burrow is older and is hurt now, but how would you compare him to Joe Burrow as a quarterback prospect? Burrow beat him in the big game last year, but as a prospect, how would you compare him to Joe Burrow?
I think Trevor has way more elite talent. I think Joe Burrow right now has a little bit more of an elite mindset. Just his confidence is outrageous for Joe Burrow. And I would say if I was splitting him, I would say Joe Burrow, I'm going to give the edge to his moxie and his it factor right now. And the skill set, I'm going to give the edge to Trevor Lawrence.
Okay, watch Tim in the coverage of our Monday Night National Championship game, all of our ESPN platforms. Tim, before I let you go, I got to ask you this. What do you make of your... Stephen A., what do you make of your former coach, Urban Meyer? Apparently Jacksonville's... Oh, my goodness. Can I speak, please? What do you make your former coach, Urban Meyer, being targeted by the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Well, Molly, I think there's a lot of people that want him in college and in the NFL, and we've had a lot of conversations, and I think he's sitting there listening. But I think it'll take a right job with the right opportunity to get him. But I think the Jaguars and a lot of other teams should want him because I think he's one of the best coaches to ever do it. And am I biased? Of course I am, because he's like a father figure to me. But I think if there's a team that gets him, that can lure him away from being an analyst and a grandfather and a dad and a husband, which he's doing a great job of doing that right now, then they're going to get a great coach who I think is going to do a great job at wherever he goes, if he goes to it, takes another head coaching job.
I will say this real quick, and I am not biased. Urban Meyer is one of the greatest coaches I've ever seen in my life. And when you see other people do this job, and then you look at his resume, it is as close to impeccable as you can get. If there's someone who deserves an opportunity, no matter which team it is him. So I wish him nothing but the best. Outside of that, as much as I love my brother Tim Tebow and watching him, after showing that Steelers highlight, I don't even know if I could talk to him for the next few weeks. I don't even know if I could talk to him right now.
Hey, I didn't show it. I didn't say roll the tape, Stephen A. That was your producers did that.
You knew
man.
what you were gonna say.
That was
you
your
told
people
them. You
did
told
that.
them to show
That
that
was
tape.
your people
Blame
did
me.
that.
Blame me. I'll take the blame. Tim, enjoy the game down there and get some
Congratulations
sun
on that
for me
playoff
in
win,
Miami.
Tim.
Always good to see you. Be safe.
Good to